What's up, fight fans? In today's video, Conor McGregor tries to do good, but fans still find a way to rip him apart.
Go for the champ, right?
However, some fans came to McGregor's defense. Meanwhile, Sean Strickland is at it again, this time waging war against the media and firing back at critics, while Dustin Poirier makes a bold claim about Ilia Topuria's knockout power, saying he could take out anyone, even Islam Makhachev. But that's not all. The Georgia-Dagestan rivalry in MMA is heating up, and not everyone is happy about it.
We are all from Caucasus mountains, like same area, and nothing need to divide us.
And Israel Adesanya responds to Andrew Tate's support after his recent loss. And finally, Pereira and Merab Dvalishvili received a crazy welcome from fans. So, without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. Speculation about Strickland possibly having a staph infection began swirling after Dricus Du Plessis shared a side-by-side photo on his Instagram story. The image, originally from ESPN MMA, compared Strickland's appearance during his last title fight to how he looks ahead of his UFC 312 bout. Fans immediately noticed the differences, sparking rumors about his health. True to form, Strickland quickly shut down the speculation in his usual over-the-top style. But Strickland's week didn't stop there. Never one to shy away from controversy, he also took aim at the media, accusing them of trying to silence him. In typical Strickland fashion, he fired back with fiery comments that have sparked mixed reactions.
Sean Strickland, you've made the front page of the newspaper with the headline, "Will someone please knock this guy out?"
Bunch of communists here, guys. I come to this fucking country and I talk about freedom of speech and guns and taxes, and you got these fucking communists in the media trying to fucking put me down. Why? Because you want to control the media and you don't like freedom of speech. I'm not that fucking guy. See, you know where I look at, you motherfucker.
In other news, the MMA world recently surprised for act of generosity from Conor McGregor, who stepped up to help John Cooney, a 28-year-old boxer from Galway. Cooney, who suffered a severe intracranial hemorrhage after fight, was rushed to the ICU at Royal Victoria Hospital in Belfast. The injury was life-threatening, with doctors stating that the next 24 hours were critical for his recovery. To support Cooney's medical treatment, a fundraiser was launched with a goal of £70,000, $87,000, and McGregor became one of the biggest contributors. McGregor showed his softer side by donating £20,000, that's $25,000. He also took to X to share his support, writing, "Keeping Irish boxer and Galway native John Cooney in my thoughts and prayers for a full recovery." He encouraged others to donate by sharing the fundraiser link. As of now, the campaign has reached about 63% of its goal, thanks in part to McGregor's contribution. Some were impressed by the amount he donated. However, not everyone was fully satisfied. A few fans questioned why McGregor, a multimillionaire, didn't donate more to cover the entire goal. One fan wrote, "Why don't you give him a couple of million? You're the one with all the money. You're reminding me of Oprah and The Rock." Another fan wrote, "You're sharing links when you could directly support him yourself. This is the Conor we all like, not that brash, horrible Conor." Another fan pointed out how McGregor's good deeds often go unnoticed, commenting, "The media are quick to slate you, Conor, but never highlight all the good you have done. Donated to various charities, fundraisers, people in ill health, housing, employment for many, and that's only a tip of the iceberg." Come on, guys. Let's be honest, McGregor's donation has undoubtedly made a significant impact, helping Cooney get the urgent medical care he needs. But what do you personally think about all this? Write your thoughts in the comments. As you know, Ilia Topuria's older brother Alexander is set to make his UFC debut at UFC 312 against Colby Thicknesse. Both Topuria brothers are in Sydney for the event, with the featherweight champion Ilia cornering his brother for his first UFC fight. Adding an interesting twist to the matchup, Alexander Volkanovski will be cornering Colby Thicknesse, setting up a unique dynamic between the two camps.
El Matador, El Machine, Georgian Viking. Let's go.
Merab Dvalishvili is also in Australia to support the Topuria brothers, showing the strong bond between the Georgian fighters. However, during a recent interview with Shakil Majuri, Alexander Topuria was asked if he would ever consider fighting Dvalishvili. His response was clear.
For sure, no.
For sure, no?
No.
Good.
I understand that talk about stuffs like this makes a little bit maybe angry, you know, some promoter or the people who's making the fights and want to promote everything, but I'm 100% sure that we're gonna fight another fight which is gonna be very interesting, and yeah, it's like he's the champ right now. I have a long way, you know, to be where he's right now, so let's respect that. So, and I don't have to fight with some Georgians unless Merab. We know each other since a long time.
Ilia Topuria, coming off big wins over Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway, has shown he's one of the best in the game. While a lot of guys at 145 pounds are itching for a shot at the title, Topuria is set on becoming a champ in 2 weight classes by taking on Makhachev. Dustin Poirier shared his thoughts on Topuria possibly moving up to lightweight and fighting Makhachev. In a recent interview with the Schmo, Dustin called Topuria a assassin with knockout power that could work in multiple weight classes. He said,
"Who should he be fighting next, Ilia Topuria, or should he get the rematch with Charles Oliveira?"
Man, that's tough to say. Who's next in line right now for him? Do you know?
Could be Oliveira, it could be Topuria if he goes up.
Yeah, but there's still guys, I think, at 45 for Topuria to fight. And I've never seen Topuria in person, but if he can make 145, dude, Islam's a big guy.
Big guy.
Big. I think he's going to be a lot bigger than Topuria. But that being said, Topuria is an assassin, and I believe he can knock out anybody from 145 pounds to 170 pounds.
Roman Dolidze recently opened up about the growing Georgia versus Dagestan rivalry in MMA, and he's not a fan of it. Dolidze's comments come at a time when the Georgia-Dagestan rivalry has been a hot topic.
As a sport, I'm interested who is the best, and I'm with Georgians. As how it's going between, how to say it, people and the fan base, I don't like. And also, let's say truth, fighters who are fighting, they are heating it up, and they are talking things and making it more loud. And just we are all from same region. People maybe don't know, but we are all from Caucasus Mountains. We are from one side of mountains, and these guys are from other side mountains, Chechnya, Dagestan, and other Caucasian culture. And for me, it's all the same, like the same area, and nothing need to divide us. Sport is to make all us together, to make peace and love each other, but not divide each other. And some people are using it to divide, and that's wrong.
Israel Adesanya recently took to X to respond to Andrew Tate, who backed him up after his loss to Nasruddin Imavov.
LMFAO, he got knocked out. Yeah, he went in the cage, he was brave, and he lost. I hate when people who don't have the balls to step in the cage type things like LMFAO, laughing at the warrior to feel better about being a coward. Izzy is a legend, is braver than 99.9% of men alive. Masculine men show respect to those braver than them, hating is feminine.
Adesanya showed his appreciation by quoting legendary comedian Dave Chappelle in a heartfelt tweet.
And again, I do not make excuses and I don't take anything away from him. He got me because I should have reset, but then I was like, okay, cool. When I was at the wrong distance because I was already, you know, when you're in flow, you're in flow. And then the eye poke is like, kind of stopped my flow. Okay, cool. Back on. But I should have just been about 6 inches, 8 inches back on. And then that way, when I switched stances, and again, he was smart enough. Oh, he's there. Boom, caught me. And that was perfect. And it was the left hook on the fence that got me. That got me, and I was like, damn. But look, I've said this before, and I'll say it. When this is real shit. Like, you beat me, it's like, bro, fair game. Thank you. That's it. Look, Imavov beat me. People ask me, like, you should get a rematch. I was like, nah, I'm good. It's like, he beat me. Again, if maybe one day something for the belt happens or whatever, he has a title and then there's a story there, cool. But right now I'm like, I don't need to.
The media buzzed with footage of the moment when Alex Pereira and Merab Dvalishvili received a crazy welcome from fans.
Off the train tracks.
Só com ele só com o molequinho, vai lá. Fica, moleque. Valeu, mano. Deus abençoe lá. Atenção pro cara do Batata.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go.
I'm here with Merab. We're doing a coin flip. It's either $1,000 or zero. Still tails. Heads. Tails, bro. Sorry, you lost. Oh, you win.
I don't lose. What are you talking about?
In other combat sports news, boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez has signed a massive 4-fight deal with Turki Alalshik and Riyadh Season. The deal comes after some back and forth about Canelo's next opponent.
Canelo and Riyadh MMA, the big fight in the history of boxing. In September, then 2 more fights in 26. Don't miss with the lion.
Canelo responded simply, "Let's go, brother." Jake Paul disappointed and slams Canelo, calls him an owned slave in first statement since fight fell apart. Breaking news, Canelo Alvarez ducked me Jake Paul and is now an owned slave with no regard for the pride of the Mexican people who support him on US soil. It's not surprising since his whole career he has done nothing for the sport of boxing outside the ring. I'm the new face of boxing. You cannot have the biggest fight of 2025 without my name involved. When all of your events tank and lose money, you'll realize who the king of the sport is. I'm 28 years old, part of the biggest fight in boxing history, my own boss, not owned. 5 years in. All of you felines want to see me fail, but God has other plans. It's the era of good, the era of the elephant. It's the era of MVP.
I think Canelo, too young to take this fight. You can have it after 30 years, when he is 60. Let them bring Mr. Beast, and we can sanction it with Disney for the build of the YouTube, and everyone will subscribe and see it.
Jake Paul versus Mr. Beast.
Everyone will see it in the YouTuber build.
Me versus Canelo is a very good fight. I'm the bigger man. I have the longer reach. Look who we lost to, Dimitri Bivol, a bigger man, 6 foot.
If you and Jake fought, how long would it last?
Not that long.
Would you play with him a little bit? Would you carry him a little bit first?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I think that people is gonna enjoy. For me, not right now, because I'm chasing other things in my career, but we never know.
To fight Canelo, so that's where his mindset's at.
He get by Canelo. Oh, I'm sorry, it's TMT.
You can curse. You can curse.
I apologize, but
no apologize. No.
There's no way he get demolished.
You can suck my dick. I'm coming. I'm beating Canelo in 3 fucking years. I put that on my mama. Congrats to Dimitri Bivol. He showed that Canelo is easily beatable by a bigger man, which is what I've known this whole entire time.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. We'd be very grateful.